everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is so strange saying that again. It has been so long since I've actually like sat down and filmed a video. I think my last video I did was in October. It was like a Halloween video and I've been meaning to come back for ages, but well, basically I decided to take a little bit of a break. So I thought I would film a video today that was going to be a little bit of like an update, catch up of like what's been going on in my life, why I've taken a break from YouTube, that sort of thing. So sorry if I'm a little bit strange. It literally has been months since I've actually sat down and spoken to the camera, so it does feel a little bit strange like sat here chatting to you guys again, but I'm so excited to like get right back into it. So I guess the first thing I should talk to you about is like why I decided to take a break from YouTube and kind of where I'm thinking of going with it and that sort of thing. So after October, okay, right, so at the end of the summer I started to feel like quite under the weather and I was feeling very run down. So by, I would say it was like mid-October, kind of August, October time, I realised that I was feeling like really unwell. I noticed that my, oh, this is gonna sound so gross, but I'm gonna say it because it's like how I found out that like what kind of was making me feel that way. I noticed that my nails had gone completely yellow. For those of you that don't know, I always like, or nearly always, wear like gel nail polish, like the stuff that they like UV on my nails. I'll link the girl who does them down below. You can go over and have a little look at her Instagram, but I always have the gel on. Anyway, I had them taken off because I was working throughout the summer and it was just chipping and stuff, and when I took it off I kind of noticed that my nails were like a little bit yellow, and then I thought it was because I was wearing like normal nail varnish. I thought I'd like stained my own nails using normal nail varnish, so I kind of took everything off. I didn't put anything on them and I waited sort of like a month and a bit to see if because I thought the yellow would just grow out if it had been stained on my nails, and the yellow never grew out and my nails just kept staying yellow. So I went to the doctors to find out kind of exactly like why I had yellow nails, and they did a blood test and they found out that I was extremely anemic, which is obviously, I mean, I had no idea, but from looking at my blood test they said that I'd been anemic for a really long time, and obviously like my body had like learnt to cope with it. And then they did another test which looked at the structure of my actual like blood cells to make sure I was actually, I think it was like the structure of my hemoglobin. It was something to do with the structure. Oh my god, why can't I remember? I've said this a million times. Anyway, it was something to do with the structure of my cells to make sure I could actually carry iron still. I want to say it was like the structure of my hemoglobin. I'm sure it was. To make sure I was actually able to carry iron, because my iron was like that low. They were worried that I wasn't actually able to carry it anymore. But that came back all fine. So it was just a case of like taking tablets and changing my diet and things like that. So I've got a year on tablets that I've got to do, and then I like have to go for regular blood tests to make sure that my iron is like getting higher. And when I last went it wasn't, so we're still just working on like making sure that my diet is really good and making sure that I'm like taking my tablets regularly and things like that. So that was kind of like at the end of August, beginning of October. So after that, obviously because I was feeling so run down, they kind of suggested that I needed to kind of ease up on things a little bit and do a little bit less and kind of not de-stress, but like not do as much, to make sure that I actually like was able to recover and like start to feel a little bit better. So that's kind of why I took a break and haven't been doing YouTube as much. If any of you follow my blog, I have still been blogging here and there, but I've kind of just like stopped putting as much pressure on myself to like do loads of stuff at once, because for those of you that know me, I've always got like a million and one things on at once. So I thought, you know what, I'll just take a back seat from my videos for a little bit and concentrate on feeling better, and then when I start to feel better I can come back and start filming again, because I have missed it so much. Like the last 3 months all I've thought about is YouTube, and how much like I just loved it so much. It's like, for me it's such like a creative outlet. So the last 3 months have been good because I feel 10 times better than I did beforehand, but also quite challenging because I feel like I've not really had an outlet for all my creativity, if that makes sense. But now I am back and I feel so much better, and I'm just excited to film again. So I don't know quite how often I'm gonna film. As I say, because I've obviously not been too well, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself and say I want to definitely film this many videos a week and that sort of thing. But I think I'm gonna aim for 1 video a week, but if I don't do 1 video a week, then I'm not gonna like be too hard on myself. But I really want to try and upload like every Sunday. I think that would work quite well for me. So that's what I'm going to go into hoping, and if it doesn't happen then I will just work with however I'm feeling at the time. But I'm going to try and upload every Sunday, so fingers crossed. Or if there is a day that you would prefer for me to upload on, let me know down below in the comment section and I'll obviously think about it. But I mean, Sunday seems to, like, a lot of people post on Sundays, so I felt like I might just join the bandwagon. So apart from like health issues, I guess the other biggest thing which has happened, this kind of all happened at the same time, which is why I kind of just decided that like YouTube needed to take a back seat, and that was we decided to move house. Now we're only in rented accommodation anyway, we haven't bought a house yet, but where we were living before was kind of like South Cheshire, and it was absolutely miles away from both mine and Ian's work, so it was quite like stressful, like having to commute for both of us. When it basically, like when we moved to Cheshire, the area that we lived in before we moved to this house, it is absolutely gorgeous, and we absolutely loved like the few years that we spent there, but it was just becoming too stressful, like traveling, and it was so far away from everything. Like even if I wanted to go to the gym was like half an hour away, supermarket was half an hour away, I had none of my friends were nearby, they were all like an hour away, so it just made sense for me and Ian to move. I think that was September. In September we decided we'd start looking for a house, and I remember like when we first moved to Cheshire from Cardiff and we moved up here, we were looking for a house. I remember it taking us absolutely ages to find a house, even though we were only renting. Like we went to like viewings after viewings after viewings and we just didn't find one. So when we decided in September that we were going to move, I was expecting like it to be months before we actually moved because of how long it had taken before. But we came, I think we saw like a couple of houses online that we inquired about, but then we came and viewed this house that we're in now, and literally like, well actually it's a funny story, because when we first came here I was like, oh my god, I love this house, there's no way we are going to be allowed our 2 cats here, like no way. Like it was all beautifully like done out, and I was like, no, not a chance. So I kind of went away and thought, Ian, let's not even think too much about that one because we're not going to be allowed to take the cats there anyway. And then we got a phone call saying, oh, the people that were interested that didn't have any pets have like turned it down, and the landlady has said, yeah, you can have 2 cats. So we were like, oh my gosh, so we had to come and have a second look at it. And anyway, we ended up moving here. So now we're still in Cheshire technically, but we're much closer to the Wirral than we were before, which is so much closer for both me and Ian's work, and it has just made everything so much easier, and I'm like close to all my friends and everything like that. So that has been obviously a massive change. And also, I mean, you will probably have noticed from like as soon as you click on this video that the background is different. It's kind of a big giveaway. I don't think I have ever filmed in my bedroom ever. So this is so crazy. Like when we moved into this house, like I'm sat in front of a big window now. Like I would usually use like all my studio lighting and things, but I've got this big window which is doing that for me, which is amazing. And like now I can film in my bedroom. So my makeup room, or like officey type thing, which is going to be, is like we're gradually like doing it up, not doing it up because we're not really doing it up, but we're just like kind of putting things together a little bit. So I don't know how long it'll be until I can film in there, probably be a couple of weeks still yet before it's like kind of finished enough for me to be able to film. But I'm excited to have that done because I'm getting a new computer tomorrow and that's going to go in there, and I just feel like it's going to make everything so much easier, and like easier to like take pictures and do my video editing and all that sort of thing. It's gonna like make blogging so much easier, so hopefully I can get like lots more content done, because that is what I absolutely love the most in life. Other than that, what else has changed? Oh, I guess, oh yeah, this is like another massive thing. I think like when I was filming before, like last year I would say, obviously I was doing my blog and like YouTube makeup, that sort of thing, but I wasn't really like properly like doing makeup like for clients. I was like doing bits and pieces for friends, but I wasn't really doing it properly. But since the end of last year, I have like properly started doing makeup, which is, I can't believe I've actually done it. Like I remember the first time, like when I first started my blog and YouTube, like that for me, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I've actually done this. Like this is crazy. Like it's so like outside of my comfort zone, but I just love it so much. And I've had that same feeling all over again doing makeup. It's like the most like raw feeling of like, it is just me. So it has been so terrifying, but I have been loving every single second of it. And if you go over to my Instagram, you'll be able to see like obviously pictures of different clients' makeup and things like that, or my Facebook, and probably some on my blog as well. I'll link it all down below so you can go and have a little look anyway. But that is so exciting. And now like for this year, I'm getting like wedding bookings, and that is like so exciting because bridal makeup is something which I am really passionate about. I just like wedding makeup is just like me. That is like what I absolutely love looking at personally. So the fact that I'm getting people interested in like my stuff in terms of bridal makeup is so exciting, and I just cannot wait to see what the rest of this year brings makeup wise. I'm also actually like based in a salon now as well in Birkenhead. It's called Aaron Jones Hairdressing, and it is the most beautiful salon. It is so stunning. Everyone there is so lovely. The owner, Aaron, he is amazing, and he has been so like supportive of me, and it's been such a great experience. So I'll leave all his links down below as well so you can go over and have a little look. And yeah, that's probably been like, I would say the most exciting thing for me since I was last filming, is that I'm finally doing the makeup thing like properly. I'm just trying to think if anything else has happened to like update you on. I don't think so. I think they're like the biggest things. Oh, you know what? I will tell you this because I know that you guys will like be like appreciative, like you'll feel me. I managed to get Britney Spears tickets and I'm so excited to see her. It is like, I guess I probably haven't spoke about that actually. It's so we obviously, where we are now, the nearest arena to us is the Manchester arena, and I'm sure a lot of you will know, but when we went to see Ariana Grande, and obviously there was like the whole like the awful suicide bomber that happened at Ariana Grande, and since then, I mean, after that situation, I wasn't sure whether I would ever be able to go to a concert again after that, but we did end up going to One Love, which was great, and when it came to buying the Britney Spears tickets, we had initially thought that we would just go to the O2 because I didn't know whether we would feel comfortable going to Manchester Arena, but we have actually bought the tickets for Manchester Arena, so that will be a really like good positive step, I think, in the right direction, and hopefully make some really good memories when we're there, because I have wanted to go see Britney Spears for ages. And like when she was doing her Las Vegas residency, I was always just like, oh my God, when we eventually go to America again, I just really need to go and see her show in Las Vegas. Like it's just like, I just need to do it. And then when she like said that she'd finished it, I was just like, oh my God, what am I gonna do now? Like, am I ever gonna see her? And then thank God she's like touring Europe, and I'm so excited. So maybe I'll vlog it. Maybe I will vlog going. It's in August, so we've got a bit of time anyway. If you'd be interested in seeing a Britney Spears concert vlog, obviously there won't be a lot that I can film with it, but I can film me getting ready and all that sort of thing, and kind of like afterwards. Do let me know in the comments, because I do enjoy watching other people's kind of like daily stuff, and I don't really do a lot. Well, I have done a couple of daily vlogs, but I think I've hid them now because they're quite embarrassing and from quite a long time ago. But if that's something you'd be interested again seeing on this channel, then I can start doing that, because I think that would be quite fun and quite challenging. The other thing I also want to start doing is like client makeup video tutorials. I'm like obsessed with like watching other makeup artists do client makeup. I think it's so like difficult doing makeup on somebody else that when you watch somebody else do it, it's like so interesting. So that's another thing. If you're interested in seeing on this channel, let me know down below. I'll give the video a thumbs up, and I will also do that. I feel like I have literally just rambled for this whole video, and I have no idea how long it's going to be, so I'm sorry if this is really long and rambly, but I just wanted to kind of keep you in the loop as to what was going on in my life and why I've been a little bit absent, and just to let you know that I will be back, and I am back. and I'm so excited to film again. So as always, thank you so much for clicking on this video and for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!